Just listen. Let it go to message.
Alfred, is something wrong, darling? You rarely phone me.
No, nothing's wrong. I just wanted to talk to you about something. You busy?
Just a moment, love. What did bloody kill you to behave yourself for 5 bloody minutes while I'm on the phone with my son? Sorry.
Hello, Alfred.
He phoned to speak with me, frog.
What, I can say hello?
It sounds like it could be important, so piss off.
No, Dad, it's fine. In fact, I think it's probably better that I talk to both of you about this. It's kind of important. Hi, Francis, by the way.
Talk to both of us about what, Alfred? Is it serious?
I don't know. Well, I guess it could be. It's nothing bad. Don't worry about it.
Right. We'll get on with it, then.
Okay, so here's the thing. I want you to know that I'm calling you to tell you this so that way you don't find out some other way and then freak the hell out over it.
Okay.
But I also want you to know that this is happening whether you approve of it or not. I mean, I'm hoping that you will, but just in case you don't.
What is it, Alfred?
Okay. Here it is. I'm gonna ask Vlad to marry me.
What?
Well, I mean, it's something I've been thinking about for a while.
You've got to be bloody kidding me. Is this a joke?
No, Dad, it's not a joke. I'm dead serious about this. No pun intended.
That's not funny.
we must share this. Just a little bit. I say go for it, Alfred.
You would.
Do you need any assistance, mon cher Amérique? Have you found a ring yet?
Why are you encouraging this?
Yeah, I had a ring handmade in Romania. I looked everywhere for something I thought he'd like, and I wasn't really satisfied with anything I found. So I sought out this private jeweler way up north. I had to speed learn enough Romanian to get the guy to understand what exactly I wanted. And the ring ended up costing me a pretty penny, but I totally don't care. Totally worth it. YOLO. I could use your help with a few other things, though, to be honest. Being romantic isn't exactly my strong suit. I'd be glad to help you out with that.
Alright, hang on. Both of you. Alfred, I really don't mean to be cynical about all this, but marriage is a very serious business, especially for nations.
This isn't about politics, Dad. I don't want the United States of America to form some halfway around the world bizarre union with Romania. I want to marry Vladimir Dragomir as Alfred F. Jones. I want us to marry as the people that we are on the inside, not the nations we are on the outside.
It's the same bloody thing, Alfred.
No, it isn't. It doesn't have to be. You're planning to marry Francis Bonnefoy, not the country of France, aren't you?
Well, yes, but...
He's got a point, Arthur.
But is this really something that you've given a proper amount of thought to?
Yes, Dad, I have. I said that already.
But, Alfred, darling, you're still so young, and Vladimir's so much older than you, and not to mention the fact that, you know, he's a vampire and you're not.
I fail to see why any of that should matter. I swear to God, Dad, if you're about to feed me some line of bullshit about him being oh so bloody dangerous.
No, Alfred, I'm not. I just want you to be absolutely certain that this is what you want to do. I want to be sure that, you know, you've considered everything, good and bad.
I have, Dad. Like I told you, I've been thinking about this for a long damn time. And if all the bullshit that Vlad and I have been through together these last few years hasn't bonded us for fucking eternity already, I don't know what will. The boy makes another excellent point, mon cher. Look, Dad, like I said, this is happening whether you want it to or not. I mean, it would be nice to have your blessing, but I'm not asking for your permission. I just wanted you to hear it from me first.
Well, you'd better give him the bloody romantic advice he's asking for, then.
Dude, Francis?
Oui, Alfred?
Did he actually just approve of all this? I'm not so sure it's approval,
But it's a start.
Wow. I honestly expected him to throw one of his world-famous temper tantrums about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he didn't, but...
Don't hold your breath, Alfred. It could still happen.
But if it does, don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Now, what sort of advice can I give you, mon fils?
Jeez, I don't know, dude. You know, like, the romantic kind. I've never proposed to anyone before, so I kind of don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, the idea is that you'd only ever have to do it once. Well, let's see. I would normally begin by suggesting you take him out for an extravagant dinner, but that probably won't work, would it?
Yeah, not really. He'd just be watching me eat. Vlad isn't really the type to go out much anyway. Unless, you know, he's feeding or whatever. I think being in public tends to make him kind of nervous otherwise.
Okay then. So you'll be doing this at his castle, oui? He has a ballroom, doesn't he? What about dancing? Chocolate, champagne, music, flowers!
Whoa, 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 whoa! That sounds like a hell of a lot more than I anticipated. I mean, I don't want it to be such a huge affair that it scares him off or anything like that.
You're right. It did sort of backfire on me after all. Initially, at least. Are you planning to dress up for the occasion?
Dress up? You mean like in a suit or something?
Oui, Alfred, like in a suit or something.
Well, no, not really.
Oh, come on, Alfred, what's wrong with you? You're usually all for making a big production out of these kinds of things.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of want this to be different, intimate.
All right, I can certainly appreciate that. Then how about just a few drinks? Perhaps some chocolates? He does like chocolate still, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, but he gets kind of sick when he eats it.
Flowers instead, then?
Actually, the castle gardens can be pretty goddamn romantic. And he really likes it out there.
C'est parfait! Take him on a romantic moonlit stroll through the gardens, then, and when you think the moment is right...
Hold up, am I supposed to get down on one knee and all that?
Oui, that is the tradition, but you don't have to. Just do whatever your heart tells you, Alfred. It won't lead you astray. That's really all the advice you need.
Okay. Hey, thanks for, you know, giving me the advice and keeping my dad in check like always.
It is my pleasure, mon cher. Your father and I are always here for you. Call on us if you need anything, okay?
Okay, I will.
Au revoir, Alfred.
Bye, Francis.
I'm not particularly happy about any of this, you know.
Oui, I know you're not. But you should be. You know very well how much Alfred and Vladimir love each other. So why shouldn't they marry and be happy together?
I just wish he would consider all of it a little bit more seriously. He's always so bloody eager for everything.
I think he is taking it very seriously. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have phoned you to tell you about it first.
Alfred. Alfred is my eldest son, and Vladimir is my closest friend. I just don't ever want to see either of them hurt.
Who said anything about either of them being hurt? Oh, sir, darling, I think you're taking this all too seriously. You're worrying far too much. Hasn't it ever occurred to you that perhaps Vladimir and Alfred could get married and live happily ever after?
This isn't a bloody fairy tale, Francis.
Well, I thought maybe that would help you see it in more of a positive light.
Listen, I know that they're both so bloody perfect for each other, okay? Is that what you want to hear?
It's a start.
But I can't help but worry about them. Especially after everything that's transpired between them over these last 4 years. Well, I just keep waiting for some other bloody tragedy to happen.
And if it does, we'll be here for them. Just like we always have. But it does no one any good to be so negative about something that should be so joyous. In fact, I think Vladimir and Alfred would both very much appreciate it if you could find it somewhere in that gold English heart of yours to be happy for them for a change. You know I'm right.
Shut up, Frog.
Something wrong, Faye?
I don't know, Draga, you tell me.
What do you mean?
You've been acting very strangely all evening.
Have I?
Even more so since we've been out here.
No, I'm fine, dude. Everything's fine.
Alfie, you're a terrible liar.
No, really, I'm good. I'm just nervous.
Nervous? Why?
Because everything's fine.
Darling, that doesn't even make any sense. Alfred, you're really starting to worry me. Why are you suddenly so nervous around me? I haven't seen you like this since I first brought you to my castle over 4 years ago. Have I said or done something wrong?
No, babe. It's nothing like that, seriously.
Then what is it?
Damn it. You know, sometimes those keen vampire senses of yours really bust my balls. You know that?
I just know you too well, Dragomeo. So there is something wrong.
No, not wrong. It's just... this is way harder than I thought it would be.
Maybe we should sit down somewhere for a moment.
Okay, yeah, I know the perfect spot. Let's go.
All right. Alfred, what's on your mind? What is it that's so difficult to bring up? You know that you can talk to me about absolutely anything, don't you, darling?
Of course I do. I swear that nothing bad is going on. You don't have to worry so much. I just, well, I want to ask you something. I'm just not sure how. I'm kind of afraid that you're gonna freak out on me or not take me seriously.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to react until after I know the question, Alfie. But I promise that I'll do my very best not to freak out. And I won't make light of it either.
Well, this is something that we've sort of talked about before, but never really seriously. Well, until now, I guess. I mean, you've kind of just brushed it off whenever I mentioned it in the past. But I mean, I've given it a lot of serious thought after the last year or so, but I really love you, Faye, more than anything, and I wanted to ask you if you'd marry me.
Oh, Dragomeo. Alfred,
Yeah?
please get up and sit here with me again.
Right, but you haven't said yes yet.
I think we should talk about this first. Alfie, I really love you too. But you don't want to marry me.
Yes, I do. Why would you say something like that? I want to be with you forever, Fang. Until the whole damn planet dies and takes all of its nations along with it.
That is probably the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Don't you want to be with me forever, too?
Of course I do, darling.
Then why don't you have the ring on your finger yet? I've got mine.
You know that isn't what that ring means, Alfred. We've had that discussion.
Right, well, it might as well be. Like I keep telling you, there's a reason why I wear it on this hand, on this finger. I
guess I just don't understand what the issue is here. You say you love me, you say you want to be with me forever, so what's the problem? Do you not like the ring?
No, it's beautiful, Alfred. I absolutely love it.
But you won't wear it.
You know that I have been married once before. And it ended in tragedy. Ever since then, I haven't been too keen on the idea of marriage.
But that was ages ago. And it was different. You said the marriage was arranged.
Duh, it was. And you're right, the situation between you and I is very different. But marriage is a very big deal, regardless of whether or not it's arranged. I'm just not sure that I could do it again. And I don't want to disappoint you.
I'll be very disappointed if you say no.
Alfred.
Look, I know it's a big deal, okay? That's part of the reason why I want to do it. I want us to promise that we'll always be there for each other. And have the rings and the ceremony and the whole 9 yards to prove it. Wait. Is that why you don't want to do it? Because you're always so damn worried about breaking your promises?
I don't exactly have what you call a good track record for that. So, I suppose that's the other part of it.
So what, Vlad? I got faith in you even when you don't. I know this is a promise that you keep, but you gotta make it first.
I'm so sorry, Alfred, but I can't. Not yet.
No, you keep the ring. That way if you change your mind, you'll have it. In the meantime, maybe I should head back home for a little while. You know, to give us both time to think. I mean, it's almost October anyway.
But
Not
Alfred,
for good. I'll come back after Halloween, like always. If you want me to.
Of course I do, Alfie. Cheste.
Papa, it's me and Doran.
Come in. Well, what is it?
Why did Alfred go home today? It's still a week before October arrives. Is something wrong? Last year when he left early...
Nothing is wrong, Koshmina. Alfred and I... We just needed a little extra time apart to think about some things.
Things? What things, Papa? Bad things?
No, not bad things. We just... He asked me to marry him.
Jay? Yay, we're going to have a wedding!
No, we're not going to have a wedding, Doran.
Aw, why not? You did accept his proposal, didn't you, Papa?
No, Koshmina, I didn't. I couldn't.
What? Why? I thought you loved Alfred Taika.
I do love him very much. I just...
Does this have anything to do with Mama?
Yes and no. When I married your mother, I made a promise to her that I would always keep her safe. And that was the very first of a very long string of promises that I have broken. To her and to so many others that I have cared about over the centuries. I don't want another marriage to end in tragedy and broken promises.
You can be so stubborn, Papa. History doesn't have to repeat itself, you know. But you seem content to keep giving it opportunities to. Does that mean Alfred's never coming back?
Don't worry, little one. He'll be back after Halloween.
Well, that's good. I really like him, Taika. You should marry him if he asked. It doesn't have to be so complicated, Papa.
Sometimes it is, Nina.
Come on, Thorn. Looks like Papa would rather be stubborn than torture himself, instead of allowing himself to be happy for once.
Alfred, hey, you just caught me. I'm actually on my way back to your father's place. Did you need him for something? No, I called you.
Well, right, but
Why? I figured you'd be the best person to talk to. Alfred, what's wrong? Remember all that great advice you gave me on about proposing to Vlad? Oui. Well, it didn't do me a fat load of good. He said no.
Quoi?
Oh, Alfred, mon cher, what happened? I don't know. I thought I did and said everything right. But he's so damn worried about breaking more promises to me. He said that he's been kind of against marriage since his first one ended so badly. I think he's still afraid that he's going to end up hurting me somehow. Wait a second. Vladimir has been married before? Kushmina's mom, centuries ago, long before I was born. She was murdered by werewolves. Oh, I see. I kind of get the feeling that he blames himself for it still, but it wasn't his fault. It couldn't have been his fault. So I guess maybe that he's worried something similar could happen to me. I don't know. All I do know is that he doesn't seem to be even remotely interested in marrying me. Oh, mon cher, I don't think that's true. I think that just maybe he's afraid not to unlike your father. Yeah, that's kind of why I figured you'd be the best person to talk to about the whole thing. I mean, you've kind of been through this before. Well, you aren't fighting with him now, are you? No wars or anything, right? Please tell me he's not that much like your father. No wars, no fighting, no nothing like that. But, I mean, if I'm honest about it, I'm pretty goddamn heartbroken. Of course you are, darling. Just give him some time. Perhaps he'll change his mind. Yeah, maybe. Come on, Alfred. It's pretty hard to say no to you. Even Arthur can't manage that. Yeah. Do you need some time away? Your father and I would love to have you for a week or two. No, I mean, thanks, but I'm okay. I think I'd just like to spend some time at home alone. But hey, speaking of my dad, you're not going to tell him about all this, are you? I won't lie to him, Alfred. If he asks, I'll have to tell him the truth. But I won't bring it up unless he does. And I'll do my very best to keep him from calling Vlad and giving him an earful. Thanks. Vladimir!
Hello, Arthur.
I honestly didn't expect to see you at the meeting today, considering how rarely you attend them and considering the time of year.
I had political business to discuss with Ivan, unfortunately. It's easier to speak with him when there are witnesses around.
And it couldn't have waited until after Halloween, when Alfred would have you back?
Hinting at something, my friend.
You catch on quick, don't you? Vladimir, why on God's green earth did you not accept Alfred's marriage proposal?
I beg your pardon.
Word gets around, love. Now, would you care to answer my question?
It's complicated, Arthur.
Is my son not good enough for you? Is that it?
Of course that isn't it, Arthur.
He's bloody heartbroken, you twit! After all the shite you guys have been through these last few years, after all the times you swore that you loved him more than anything, how could you possibly say no to him?
I told you, Arthur, it's complicated.
Well, then you better figure out a way to bloody uncomplicate it, Vladimir.
Wait a minute. You actually approve of the idea of me marrying your son?
Of course I do, you wanker. Well, I didn't at first. And I still think that it's a major step that he's far too young to think about taking. But I also know how much he bloody loves you, and I also know how much you bloody love him, or so I thought.
Of course I love him, Arthur. Just because I didn't accept his marriage proposal doesn't mean that...
Then I see no reason why you shouldn't marry him. Unless, of course, you're taking a page out of my book and being too bloody stubborn.
I need to get home.
You're my dearest friend, Vladimir. But if you break his heart...
I'll be facing your wrath. Yes, Arthur, I understand. Please let me go.
Don't make the mistake I nearly did, Vlad. Don't take the chance that you could lose him forever. If you truly do love him as much as you say, marry him.
Nikolai, are you still awake?
The sun is rising, Vladimir. You should be asleep.
I know. Shouldn't you be asleep too?
I have a lot of work to do.
Work? Is it something serious? Is everything alright?
It's nothing you need to concern yourself with, Vladimir.
Oh, okay, well, then I won't keep you. I'm sorry for interrupting.
What can I do for you, child?
But I don't want to... I'm in desperate need of advice.
What sort of advice?
You mean you don't already know?
I've been very busy as of late.
Right. Well, Alfred asked me to marry him before he left for the month.
I see. Well, in that case, congratulations.
I didn't accept his proposal.
And why not?
I don't know, because I'm an idiot.
No. Could it be because you're still so afraid? What have I told you about letting go of your fears, Vladimir?
I know. But it's much easier said than done.
Be that as it may, you have already shared so many of your close secrets with your American. And he has not only taken all of them in stride, but he has also made it very clear to you that he is very willing to accept all the risks involved.
I know that too. I'm terrified of another marriage ending the way my first one did.
Vladimir, that was a very different situation, and you know it. Zia's death was a tragedy, but it occurred under extenuating circumstances. Over 1,000 years ago, it is high time you forgave yourself for her loss.
I thought I had. For the most part, anyway.
I think that Koshmina's recent discovery about her true heritage has proven to rejuvenate long-buried feelings of guilt for you.
I couldn't protect Zia despite the many promises I made to her. And she was my wife. I just couldn't handle it if history repeated itself with Alfred. I don't know what I would do if I ever lost him.
I know very well how losing Alfred would deeply affect you, Requiem. But, as I said, the situation is very different. Zia was an innocent victim of an ongoing war. Not only between vampires and werewolves, but between Laszlo and myself, and our respective clans. Both conflicts have been since resolved, and there are no longer any cause for concern. Vladimir, we have previously discussed on how foolish it would be for you to let that boy go. Stop running from him. Stop running from yourself and your fears. I've told you countless times before, you are stronger than you consider yourself to be. How many times must I remind you of that before you believe it yourself?
Nikolai, would it be entirely unheard of for me to leave Romania for a few days?
Given the time of year, I cannot say I entirely approve of the idea. I've already allowed you to leave long enough to attend a world meeting.
I know, but this is important. Much more so than a world meeting. It would only be for a few days, a week at most. I'd be back long before Halloween.
A spontaneous journey to the United States of America, I presume? In that case, I suppose it would be unreasonable of me to deny you permission. However, you are allowed 1 week only, Vladimir. If you haven't returned by then, I will have no choice but to travel there myself to collect you. And that isn't something I would prefer to do, given how busy I have been as of late. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal clear.
Then you would better start packing that.
Mulțumesc, taică.
Cu plăcere, Kim. Fang? What the hell are you doing here? The last time you unexpectedly showed up at my door.
I know, but it isn't like that this time. I just needed to see you.
That's really sweet and all, babe, but you know, it's October?
I know, but this couldn't wait. May I come in?
Oh yeah, come on. Oh, well, hi, Fang. I missed you too, but I haven't been gone that long yet.
Is there somewhere we can sit down and talk?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Alfred, firstly, I want to apologize to you for the way I responded to your marriage proposal.
No, babe, it's okay. I understand.
I know you do for the most part, but I want to make sure you understand.
Okay.
Throughout our entire relationship these last 4 years, I have been far more terrified of you than you have ever been of me. I realize how ridiculous that probably sounds to you, but every single person that I have ever cared for, I have inevitably lost. Koshmina's mother was murdered. Koshmina herself was forced to live with Elizabeta for a few hundred years. Cesar and Radu have left me twice. Doran was taken to Russia for so many years. I lost your father during school because of the mistakes I made. Alexander was taken from me due to the secrets I kept from him. I lost Victor, you know him as Bulgaria, only a decade ago. Even Nikolai has occasionally disappeared on me for centuries at a time. And so I have been utterly terrified that something horrible could happen that would lead to losing you too. And then there's all the promises that I've made to everyone I've loved, most of which I couldn't manage to keep. Not to mention all the secrets that I've kept hidden for so long from so many people I care about.
But I thought you told me all those secrets already.
I have, and I know that you have so willingly accepted all of the risks involved with being so close to me. I love you for that, and I am willing to accept those risks as well. But that doesn't make me any less fearful of losing you. That's why I responded to your proposal the way I did. I don't want to make such an important promise to you, the ultimate vow of marriage, if I'm only going to end up breaking it like all the other promises that I've made.
Yeah, I get it. And it's okay, really.
That's why, since I've decided to take such a meaningful step forward with you, I'll have to do everything in my power to make sure that nothing could possibly happen that would ever cause me to lose you. After all, if I'm going to be wearing this ring, I don't intend to ever take it off.
Oh my god! Are you serious? You're really gonna marry me?
Da, drago meo. Voi mă căsătoresc cu tine. I will marry you, Alfred.
Bang, just trust me, I won't let you regret this. You don't have to be scared, I'll make sure everything works out, okay? And you won't ever have to worry about losing me. I promise. Let me make the promises this time.
I don't expect to regret it at all, Alfie. But I certainly have more faith in your promises than I have in my own.
I have faith in you, babe. And I swear that I'm gonna make you the happiest vampire that ever lived.
You already have, darling.